Welcome to the Cabe 2019 Educators and Parent Awards Luncheon. To get us started, here is Cabe Board Vice President, Dr. Annie Rodríguez.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Nehoma. Ho. Bienvenidos. Welcome, everyone, to Cabe 2019 Educators and Parent of the Year Awards Luncheon. Every year, this event recognizes individuals who exemplify Cabe's vision and mission. Individuals who give selflessly to the field of bilingual education, who dare to imagine a more just and peaceful world, who carry the torch of educational equity, and in doing so, inspire others to follow, to also see the future possibilities. Individuals who, through their own passion and excellence, ignite the same passionate dream and thirst for excellence in others. Individuals who believe in, embrace, and support multilingualism for all. Today, we recognize and show gratitude for the outstanding contributions of the Cabe 2019 Administrator, Teacher, and Paraeducator Parent of the Year. And we support and celebrate the aspirations of 5 bilingual teacher candidates. We'll begin by inviting to the stage several district and international leaders who support this important work and make today's event possible. Thank you for joining us today.
Please welcome Honorary Chair and Superintendent of the Oxnard School District, César Morales.
Good afternoon, Cabe. Buenas tardes. What an amazing opportunity that we have annually to convene amongst family. Family that's committed in bilingualism, biliteracy, biculturalism, and the wave of a multilingual education movement that's capstoned by the approval of Proposition 58 amongst all of the advocacy here. We won. Let's hear it for all of us. So proud to be here as the superintendent of the Oxnard School District. I recall coming to Cabe many years ago as a teacher and going to all of our workshops and being inspired in how we can better meet the needs of our English learner students, how we can be innovative, and how we can spread the gospel of meeting the needs of our English learners and biliteracy in a very exciting and innovative way. It gives us energy. Sometimes we're at schools where we may be the only one, and sometimes we are amongst many at our own school sites, and we get to benefit from seeing the magic happen. I am proud to say that I'm at one of those places right now where 6 years ago we went from having 3 programs of dual language immersion to now having 50% of our school district having dual language immersion programs. We're fortunate enough to have the former principal of our first dual language immersion program as the current assistant superintendent of Ed Services to be able to keep leading us in keeping the philosophy alive and making it happen. And it doesn't stop there. We're also extremely proud of one of our more recent additions to the management team in hiring an assistant principal, Teresa Rubalcaba, who this morning received distinguished honors for our Ventura County Cabe chapter this morning. So kudos to Teresa and those from the Ventura County chapter. keeping bilingual education alive during the hard times and the lean times. Thank you. And there's Dana Lomax. Woo! So let's keep energizing each other and embrace every opportunity outside of the workshops to inspire everyone around us, because every conversation that we have is with intention, and it can spark a movement that's represented by the hundreds of people here today. Have a great time here in Long Beach. Y Viva Cabe!
Just wait. The two that aren't handing over the award can stand to the side of the back. Next, please welcome Cabe 2019 Honorary Chair and Superintendent of the Palmdale Unified School District, Raul Maldonado.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think it's already afternoon. Buenas tardes. I have a simple question. Is Palmdale in the house? I really want to thank the Cabe board for inviting me as being one of the co-chairs up here. It is really an honor and a pleasure for me to stand up here as the proud superintendent of the Palmdale School District and to see all of my board members here with me. If I can ask a big applause for my board members to the right, the Palmdale School District board members. 4 years ago, we asked a simple question, and we gathered a lot of stakeholders, and we asked this question: what are the hopes for the students in the Palmdale School District? And with that, we had a very large stakeholder group to get together, and they wrote our strategic plan. There was many people involved. And today we know the strategic plan is the Palmdale Promise, la promesa de Palmdale. ¿Está la promesa de Palmdale aquí? We wanted to make sure that our students were in the forefront, that we concentrated on what was important, and that was to make sure that our students were achieving at high level. So first goal was high intellectual achievement. But right next to that, right behind it, it was equity. Do we all believe in equity? Absolutely. You heard a very important conversation this morning about equity. But we also knew that we had to build on our community strength, culture, languages, because we found that we have approximately 35 different languages in our school district. But we knew that we wanted our students to be multilingual and multicultural. How important is that in today's economy, right, folks? So we wanted that for our students. However, without our community and without our parents, aquí están los padres de familia del Distrito Escolar de Palmdale. A ver, que se oiga, ¿dónde están? It was about integrity in our community, and we wanted to make sure that we offered the best educational program for students. So we started with about 5 electives. Today, if you walk around our school district, we have over 60 different electives for all of our students. It's very important to offer pathways. We wanted to offer music, and you saw that today. Our mariachi group was fantastic, wasn't that, folks? They were great. And the school board said, we need to buy him some nice trajes charros. Dije, de mariachi, todavía no son charros. We wanted to offer STEM programs, STEAM programs. We have a group of students competing in May back in Arkansas. These are middle school students competing for a very important title. The robotics program is great. But we also wanted to make sure that since we are so near Hollywood, that we offer the Latino Youth Cinema Project. We have some great kids in the program, and they will be competing very soon in Los Angeles. So we made sure Desert Willow and Dos Caminos, where's Dos Caminos? That we have that program at the school. Then the school board said, let's get some money from the feds. Yes. So we went out and wrote a magnet school program, and we did get the grant. $15 million now made all of our 5 middle schools magnet schools. So we are very delighted. But the board, you know, they are just on fire. They said, Maldonado, let's make sure we get more dual immersion programs. And our goal is to make sure that approximately half of our schools are dual immersion, including Tamarisk. Where's Tamarisk? So folks, it's about making sure that we build the relationships, make sure that we work with passion, hard work, we care for our students, and we take care of la familia de Palmdale. In Palmdale, it's about making sure that every student leaves with ready, successful, going to the high school and beyond. So thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. Gracias a todos. Disfruten de la conferencia. Y saludos a los hermanos peruanos que están aquí de visita desde el Perú. Gracias. Gracias, Rosita Armstrong también. Gracias.
Cabe is proud of its international partnerships and pleased that two have joined us today to give special greetings. First, we welcome the Education Attaché from the Consulate General of Spain, Cristóbal Gutiérrez.
Hola, hello everybody and buenas tardes. This is what I call the Cabe effect. So I feel so small here alone on this stage, and you are watching at me there on the screen, such a big man. So, and that's Cabe transforming individual efforts into great strength. So thank you, Cabe. Muchas gracias por, so enjoy your meals. Buen apetito. Gracias por acoger nuestro acento español con zapatos y Zaragoza. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you all. It's a pleasure for the embassy I represent and the Ministry of Education I represent. I want to remind you that today is World Poetry Day. Es el Día Internacional de la Poesía hoy. And I want to start with a couple of lines of a very well-known Spanish poet, Antonio Machado. And those two lines are, caminante no hay camino, se hace camino al andar. That means, traveler, there is no road. You make your path as you walk. And that's what we are doing here today. That's what you have been doing all these years, fighting for bilingualism in California, fighting for education and fair education in California. So I want to say a big thank you to the State of California and the Department of Education, the California Department of Education, and its State Superintendent, Tony Thurmond. I want to thank also Californians Together for all the work you've been doing, and thank you, Cabe, of course, thank you, Jan, for all your efforts. So as an education office at the embassy, we've been here for over almost 40 years now, working with you all together to make it possible to be here today and to have lots of bilingual programs in Californian schools. So we've been here for 40 years, bringing Spanish teachers, and some of them might be here today with, at lunch. I don't know if there are any here, visiting teachers. And so back in the 80s, we brought about 150 teachers, visiting teachers, every single year. So we helped create lots of bilingual programs. So we provide training, education opportunities for you, maestros de español, and so we have an interesting program by which we take Americans, university graduates to Spain to help us there teach Spanish, and they get paid, of course, so that our bilingual education in Spain, English, Spanish, improved every year, and at the same time, Americans going to Spain, improve their Spanish, improve their cultural knowledge of Spain and Europe, and come back and work, lots of them as bilingual teachers. We also provide training sessions at our Center for Education for Spanish Resources, which is at Hollywood High School. So we invite you to come to join us at the activities we celebrate at Hollywood High School at the Spanish Resource Center. On the 26th this year, we are going to have a very interesting activity on poetry and how to teach poetry in the Spanish classroom. It's going to be on the 26th, I said, this month at 6, Hollywood High School. So we collaborate with some of the districts, school districts, so that our training sessions may be accredited by universities and school districts. And we also provide scholarships and learning opportunities in our universities in Spain with special prizes. We are at booth 518 if you need some more further information about that. And we also have a special, very special program called International Spanish Academies all over the States and Canada. And we have 138 schools, bilingual schools, accredited by our Ministry of Education, offering excellence in bilingual teaching. And we have 2 of them in California, in Glendale and in Saddleback. And we also provide resources. So, and what we provide is awards. And I'm here today to present one of this year's awards, the Teacher of the Year Award this year, which features 3 weeks in Spain in one of the Spanish universities, prestigious universities. So that everything is provided, is catered for accommodation, food, and tuition apart from the trip. So the trip is not included. And this year's awardee is a teacher of Fontana School District, and her name, yes, good. So her name is Malena Diaz Peterson. Yes, nice. So we will have Malena come here after lunch. So thank you for your time, and please enjoy your meal. Thank you.
And now, from the Consulate General of Mexico in Los Angeles, please welcome Carlos Eugenio García de Alba Zepeda.
Buenas tardes y muy buen provecho. En la historia de la humanidad, el mejor elevador social que se ha inventado es la educación. Cuando hablamos de la Revolución Francesa, casi todos tenemos en la mente la imagen del rey Luis XVI guillotinado. Trágicos episodios que forman parte de la historia no solo de Francia, sino de la humanidad. Pero la Revolución Francesa tuvo enormes conquistas que se distribuyeron a lo largo y ancho del planeta. Y una de las principales conquistas fue la educación escolar masiva. Hasta antes de la Revolución Francesa y de la masificación de la educación, eran pocos los privilegiados que podían tener acceso a la educación en sus casas, con maestros a domicilio. Este cambio ha sido la mayor revolución que ha tenido la humanidad. La masificación de la educación que ha permitido que millones y millones de seres humanos eleven su nivel de conocimiento y su nivel de vida. Hoy día hay mucha gente que sigue pensando que el mejor elevador social es comprar billetes de lotería, cada quien está en su derecho, o hay gente que cree que siendo el siguiente deportista, boxeador, futbolista, llegará a tener el elevador social más rápido que se puede inventar. Tal vez sea cierto, pero son muy pocos los casos en que se consigue elevar la posición individualmente. La elevación, el elevador tiene que ser social, y por eso lo que están haciendo ustedes es enorme y tiene un gran valor. Ustedes son el motor del elevador social. Ustedes están detrás de la educación en casa y en la escuela, porque además hoy la educación tiene esos dos ejes: casa, familia y escuela. Entonces, lo que les pido, por favor, es que valoremos nuestro trabajo, desde luego, pero que también reconozcamos a los referentes y a los modelos sociales. We need to recognize those role models, those people that hardly day after day educate their children at home as good citizens, as good human beings, but also those teachers that daily hardly teach their students at school. So, it's a privilege for the government of Mexico today to recognize, as well as Cabe does, to those parents and teachers that are role models and that we need to recognize them as role models. I close my remarks saying once again, the best social elevator, the best social lift ever invented is education. Let's keep in mind that. Thank you so much.